everyone, I'm Criminology Manroto from Trikilo. Today we will talk about the salient provision of PD 603. First, what is PD 603? PD 603 is also known as the Child and Youth Welfare Code. The decree was signed by His Excellency President Ferdinand Marcos on December 10, 1974 and took effect on June 10, 1975. There are three categories of children under the PD 603, which is the dependent child, abandoned child, and neglected child. First, we will talk about dependent child. The dependent child is one who is without a parent, guardian, or custodian, or one whose parent, guardian, or other custodian for good cause desires to be relieved of his care and custody and is dependent upon the public for support. Ang dependent child is patay na yung kanyang father or mother. Or kung buhay, na-terminate or na-relieve yung kanilang parental authority. Or gusto nilang i-emancipate yung kanilang parental authority. So, yung child is magre-rely na lang sa public authority or public support just to survive.
Abandoned child. One who has the proper parental care or guardians that desert on him or the period of at least 6 months, continuous months. Ito yung mga magulang na hindi kayang alagaan yung isang bata na wala pa sa wastong edad or tinatakasin nila yung responsibility nila maging magulang o hindi pa sila handa sa pagiging magulang. Kaya iniiwan nila yung mga bata na wala pa sa gusto edad. Example lang, 1 years old. Kapag nilang iniiwan saan. Tapos neglected child or refers to a child whose basic needs have been delivered or unattended or inadequate attended within a period of continuous months. Ano nga ba yun? Yun yung mga basic needs na kailangan yun yung kapabayaan ng isang magulang o hindi na ibibigay sa anak niya. Ano nga ba yun? Example, milk or gatas, then vegetables, vitamins. Yun yung mga kailangan ng anak nila na dapat ibigay nila pero hindi nila ginagawa kasi inabandonan nila. Ano nga ba yung mga negative parts na ma-counter ng isang bata? Malnutrition o wala sa wastong timbang ang isang bata tulad ng mga malalaking edad kasi mga panahon ngayon ay usok-uso yung mga sakit din, especially mga mahihina yung resistensya dahil sa mga araw na hindi umuulan.
Neglected child refers to a child whose basic needs have been deliberately unattended or inadequately attended within a period of 3 continuous months. Neglect may occur in two ways: physical neglect and emotional neglect. Neglected child daw po is ito daw po yung mga bata na hindi nabibigyan ng mga basic needs ng mga magulang gaya ng emotional support, love, and education. In short po, ito daw po yung mga batang napababayaan. Yung neglected child daw po is meron dalawang uri: physical neglect and emotional neglect. Physical neglect, when the child is malnourished, ill-clad, and without proper shelter. A child is unattended when left by himself or herself, without proper supervision and or without proper supervision. Yung physical neglect daw po is kapag daw po yung bata ay payat, malnourished, ill-clad, walang masuot na maayos na damit, and without proper shelter, wala daw pong matuluyang bahay. In short po, ito daw po yung mga bata na napapabayaan or kulang sa aruga. Emotional neglect, when the child is maltreated, raped, seduced, exploited, overworked, or made to work under conditions not conducive to good health, or is paid to beg in the streets or public places, or when the children are in moral danger or exposed to gambling, prostitution, and other vices. Ang emotional support daw po is ito daw po yung mga bata na inaabuso, sinasaktan, di tinatrato ng tama, pinagsusugal, inagaasa, pinagtatrabaho ng matagal, pinagtatrabaho ng nakakasama sa kalusugan nila. In short, ito daw po yung mga bata na pinapabayaan or kulang sa atensyon ng mga magulang.
Parental authority or patria potestas refers to the sum total of the rights of the parents over the person and property of their unemancipated child, the exercise of which has no distinction between a legitimate and illegitimate child. So patria potestas is a Latin word of parental authority. So parental authority is tumutukoy ito sa mga karapatan or responsibilidad ng isang magulang sa kanilang anak pagdating sa legal, sa financial, personal, and etc. Substitute parental authority naman, in default of parents or a judicially appointed guardian, the following person shall exercise substitute parental authority over the child in the order indicated. So yung substitute parental authority naman is ito yung authority na binibigay sa ibang tao, no, para magdesisyon or mag-alaga dun sa bata kapag hindi kayang punan or hindi kayang ibigay ng biological parents yung pangangailangan ng bata. Then, the following person shall exercise substitute parental authority over the child in order indicated. So, kung hindi kayang punan ng biological parents yung pangangailangan ng anak nila, is pwede yung grandparent nila yung maging guardian nila. Kapag hindi naman fit yung grandparent nila, is pwedeng maging guardian nila yung nakatatanda nilang kapatid. Pwedeng kuya or ate basta nasa 21 years of age na.
Ano nga ba ang parental responsibility? Ang parental responsibility is responsibilidad or duties ng isang parents or adult na nagrantehan ng parental responsibility through agreement with the mother or order from court. Yung mga parents or adult na nagrantehan ng parental responsibility is isa sila sa mga gumagawa ng decision sa pang-araw-araw ng bata. Katulad nung kung anong kakainin nila, kung saan sila pwede pumunta, kung saan sila paaralan na pwedeng pumasok, kung anong magiging religion nila, at kung anong susundin nilang kultura. And those who have parental responsibility is kailangan din nila ng record ng bata. Example nun is yung school or doctor para mas malaman nila kung ano ba yung pwedeng or possible na pangangailangan ng bata.
Shelter care institution. One that provides temporary protection and care to children requiring emergency reception as a result of abandonment by parents, dangerous condition of neglect or cruelty in the home, being without adult care because of crisis in the family, or a court order holding them as a material witness. Ang shelter care institution ay isang uri ng pasilidad na nagbibigay ng pansamantalang tirahan at suporta sa mga individual o grupo na nangangailangan ng proteksyon at tulong tulad ng mga bata, matanda o mga biktima ng karahasan o kalamidad. Receiving homes. Family type homes which provides temporary shelter from the 10 to 20 days for children who shall during this period be under observation and study for eventual placement by the Department of Social Welfare. The number of children in a receiving home shall not at any time exceed, provided that no more than 2 of them shall be under the 3 years of age. Ang receiving home ay isang uri ng pasilidad o institusyon na pansamantalang tumatanggap at nag-aalaga sa mga bata o individual na nangangailangan ng proteksyon at pangangalaga. Kadalasan dahil sa mga issue tulad ng abuso o iba pang problema sa tahanan.
Maternity home, an institution or place of residence whose primarily function is to give shelter and care to pregnant women and their infants before, during, and after delivery. Maternity home, ito naman yung institution na o residence, yung pinaka pangunahing niya is magbigay ng shelter sa mga buntis, sa anak nila bago o after mga anak. Nursery, a child care institution that provides care for 6 or more children below 6 years of age for all or part of 24-hour day except those fully licensed to offer primary medical and educational services. Nursery child, isa itong care institution na nangangalaga sa mga batang may edad 6 pababa, para siyang daycare center